Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio.
Zaron Burnett, we meet again.
Elizabeth Dutton.
Howdy doodies.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Always good to see you.
So good to see you.
The interns told me you're going to be early, and I was like, well, I'm going to be late.
Well,
so I'm glad you're patient with me. Thank you for that.
We're all here. You're looking sharp today in your little Mariners shirt.
Thank you.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm like a French mariner over here.
I love it. It's cute. I'm going to get you a can of sardines and make your day.
Yes.
Quick question.
Sure.
You know what's ridiculous?
I do.
Oh.
So hearkening back to when I was telling you about the Buddhist monks, I mentioned about Stevie Wonder going around at the Shaolin Temple, and it's like, oh, he must have been enjoying listening to the temple.
Sure.
Have you ever heard the theory that Stevie Wonder actually can see?
I have.
Right? There's a lot of celebrities have talked about it.
Yeah.
So I have one here that I think is just absolutely, not proof positive, but...
Well, there's some interesting video proof.
It's interesting, yeah. So Elton John has this evidence that Stevie Wonder may be able to see that I thought was very convincing, because the two of them happened to be Colorado at the same time, and they, kind of bumped into each other. That's not the evidence. They were, basically, they did a snowmobile tour, but I'll let Elton John tell the story. Quote, musicians passing through Denver or Boulder would drop by to visit. Stevie Wonder turned up one day and took out a snowmobile, insisting on driving it himself. Now, to preempt your question, no, I have no idea how Stevie Wonder successfully piloted a snowmobile through the Rocky Mountains of Colorado without killing himself, or indeed anyone else in the process. But he did.
And it's not like it's at Stevie's house.
No, he's just like, he doesn't know this track. This is not like, oh, I've got this worked out.
Stevie.
He went out there and drove a snowmobile. Like, I don't think I could do that well, like, and not run the risk of bumping into something. Apparently flawless.
Stevie, you rascal.
So I'm just saying, there's an interesting theory
there.
Well,
you can be like technically blind, right? Where it's like,
I guess, varying degrees of
there's different levels of blindness, so it might not be complete,
Yeah, so much like UFOs and UAPs, I'm keeping an open mind about Stevie Wonder and whether or not he's fully blind.
Wow.
So there you go.
Very interesting.
Ridiculous, right?
That is ridiculous.
Elton John always got the tea.
Always. Do you want to know what else is ridiculous?
Please.
Hacking a car, bro. This is Ridiculous Crime, a podcast about absurd and outrageous capers, heists, and cons. It's always 99% murder-free and 100% ridiculous.
I know you done heard that.
I done heard it so many times. Hi.
Elizabeth, hey.
My name is Werner Brandes. My voice is my passport. Verify me.
Excuse me?
Do you know what that's from?
No.
That's right, Zaron, you're correct. It's one of my all-time favorite movies, Sneakers.
Oh.
Hi, my name is Werner Brandes. My voice is my passport. Verify me.
Is it like a security check?
Yeah. So if you have you seen Sneakers?
Yeah, but way back in the day, like on cable TV.
You got to watch it again because I love it so much. It's like a voice Werner Brandeis, he's like a...
Voice recognition kind of thing?
Yeah, he's a tech guy, an executive at this tech company. And so it's a voice recognition. And so they needed to make a recording of his voice to sneak in without him, the protagonist in this film. And anyway, they record him, but they get like a honey trap. This woman has to go and like get him to say these words so they can piece it together.
Oh, I was just about to ask.
She goes on a blind date, and so she's like, oh, you know what word I love? Passport. And he's like, passport? So when it gets played back, my voice is my passport? Anyway, I love that movie. It's the story of some former and like side gig hackers who do what's called penetration testing for tech security at companies. White hat hackers.
I was just about to say. Okay.
Yeah, they use their powers for good, although I believe they'd be gray hat hackers in some senses.
What's the distinction there?
A gray hat hacker is someone who engages in hacking activities without permission, but their intentions are not always malicious, and they may include reporting vulnerabilities that they find in these targeted organizations or even like to the public.
So if they break into like to the Department of Defense and then leave a note, contact me and I can tell you how I did this?
Precisely.
Okay.
And they can exploit vulnerabilities for like personal gain or demonstrate a point, either way. In Sneakers, the team, which is led by Robert Redford, they go up against Redford's old altruist college hacking buddy turned power-hungry tech villain. There's some great hacking along the way. They hack it up.
Sidney Poitier, he hack it up?
Oh, he's so good in that. Yeah. Dan Aykroyd.
That's right.
Hacking. So much hacking. River Phoenix.
Hackathon over there.
Hacking. I was thinking about that movie, as I do sometimes when I'm
Pops
sitting
in
around.
your mind time to time.
And it got me thinking about white hat hackers.
Okay.
Those who used to hack illegally for profit and or power, and then they go straight and they help the authorities bust bad guys.
They work for like the NSA?
Yeah, I like that idea. One of the most annoying characters on television, Penelope on Criminal Minds, was a bad hacker.
That's the clown one, right?
Yeah, then she was recruited by the FBI to hack the world in pursuit of horrible, violent criminals. And then they also needed her to like teeter around the office in clown costumes.
Yeah.
Spouting out like stale slang while holding something from the Archie McPhee catalog.
You really don't like her.
Oh, I can't. Like she's just running around with a rubber chicken pen with a feather puff at the end.
What? A rubber chicken pen?
Yeah, doesn't that sound like something she'd have?
Oh, that's some real clown behavior.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I was poking around with the hackers, basically hacking my way through Google's lousy search model.
Okay.
And I found something. I caught a case, Zaron.
What did you hack
Actually,
up?
I caught a couple cases. I think you're going to like them.
Please.
I should warn you that just like the last time I told you about hacking crime.
You got hacked?
I'm going to use a lot of technical language today.
Oh, yes.
Much of it is going to go over your pretty little head.
Probably.
Don't be intimidated. Like some of us are just more tech savvy and smarter.
No, it's very true.
So I'm going to use terms like hacking and mainframe and motherboard.
Are these terms like DJs use, like a motherboard? I'm on my motherboard, the ones and twos.
Database and network. Have you heard those before?
No, none of these are all new to me.
Keyboard.
Keyboard. Oh, like like with the piano.
Correct. USB drive.
Nope.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't want you to be intimidated. The truth is that I have but a tenuous grasp on all of those concepts and the items myself. So we're on this digital journey together.
Yeah, you do know I have a bunch of friends who are like hardcore
hackers.
You do.
And
then they talk to me about stuff and I'm like, I use yellow legal pads. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, I'm like, why isn't everything opening? Oh, I'm not connected to the internet. Cars.
Yes.
I'm not talking about the Pixar movies there and back up.
Oh, I was getting excited. I was like, hey,
I thought you were gonna
what's up, Mater?
I'm talking about the things we drive down the street, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Cars are full of microchips.
Totally.
And wasn't that part of the supply chain issue during the early days of COVID? Remember there was like the chip shortage for new cars and that spiked the cost of new cars and then used cars.
All the new screens, they have all the screens now.
They got like a 40-inch television screen smack in the middle of the dash now.
Totally, and you can play video games while you drive.
Yeah, you can't text and drive. That's good, but you can have a small TV like in your lap as you drive around.
The faces you're making.
In some cars that'll remain nameless, it's on those screens where you have to do stuff like adjust the AC or like put on the turn signal.
I've heard about this. Yes, that's the wild one to me, putting on a turn signal on the screen.
Or you have to tell the car not to run over kids.
Is there a button for that?
Run over fewer kids. On the screen. Like we don't have buttons anymore. I love buttons, Zaron.
I even like knobs.
The best car I ever owned was a 1989 Ford Bronco.
Yes, you're
not a chip in sight.
No, I don't think so.
No, you could fix it with like a ball peen hammer, a butter knife, and some electrical tape. You could. It was perfect. So now I have this Subaru, right? I love it.
Yes, I've heard you talk about it.
It has all sorts of not just chips and electronics, but like online stuff.
Oh, really?
I can lock and unlock it with an app.
Do you use any of this?
If I am already gone to bed and I can't remember if I locked the car, sometimes I just double check lock it.
I got you.
I could start it remotely if I wanted from an app.
That's cool.
I can look on the app and see where it is. It's like, oh, it's in my driveway still. But like, if someone stole it, I can see where it was and turn off the engine on them.
That's kind of fun.
I like that.
And then will they crash the car if you turn off the engine?
Yeah. Well, what do I care? I'm not in it.
I'm just curious. That seems like kind of like a good idea until you realize what you've done.
Right. No, I think it just powers down.
Okay.
And then they're all, no, help.
So, okay.
I stole the wrong car.
Like flashing lights come on and lets other drivers know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm shutting this action down.
Exactly. It texts me when there's an issue.
Does it?
Yeah. So
Does it use like a snarky tone?
I ran out of wiper fluid and it kept reaching out to me via text, like a Democratic fundraiser.
Totally.
To let me know, like, hey, don't forget about me.
But is it like the Duolingo where it's kind of snarky? Like, have you forgotten that I need fluid?
No, it's very sincere. And I just text back, wow, needy. And then just keep going. Keyless entry, bleep, bloop.
That's fun.
There was a time recently here in Oakland where ladies were getting carjacked, like up and down this very, busy street kind of near me. And it seems to have calmed down, but it was happening almost regularly for a while there. Okay. Like some were carjackings, others like guys would just run up, break the passenger window and steal a purse on the seat.
They use like a spark plug, break the window.
Yeah. And so for the carjacking, that's why I keep my keys in my pocket when I'm driving instead of like in my bag or like the cup holder. Okay. Because if I have my keys on me and they force me out, they aren't going to get very far. Because the key
turn it off.
Has to be close to the car for it to run. Zaron, you have to stay on the ball.
Yes.
Keep your head on a swivel. I don't think Subaru Foresters are like the hot car to steal, but you never know. And that's another peril of the keyless entry fob is that people can buy devices that clone keys to use for stealing the car.
I've heard about this with the RFD. Yes.
Yeah, they walk by houses at night with a thing and they can, the hack-ins and they pick up a signal from the key fob and then they can use that to start the car out.
Yeah, you see like their buddy holding up like a wire, two antennas, and they're like trying to get the signal.
I would have thought it was a total urban legend, but I've seen home ring camera stuff of it. Happens. And it happened a couple times not too far from me. So you know what I do? I put my keys in a Faraday box by the door. Instead
you
of
have a Faraday box. I love it.
I'm probably overreacting, but whatever. It's a cute box.
I'm sure
cute.
it is.
Anyway,
I'm sure. Yes. It has little plants on it.
You can override.
Look like a gardening seed box.
Yes. No, it's tasteful.
Is it all black and kind of leathery?
It's brown and leathery.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, you can override the keyless entry other ways. One involves a USB stick.
How so?
But not in the way you think, Zaron.
I'm thinking nothing.
It's physical hacking. I'm sure you've heard of the Kia challenge.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I do.
This was a viral...
You got me on the hacking.
I know, I totally did. It's a viral trend on TikTok in 2022 is when it started. So people, teens, they learned how to steal certain Kia and Hyundai vehicles using only a USB cable. And it started as this form of car theft, but it quickly became a social media challenge. And vehicle thefts just surged across the U.S.
Totally. So they just joyride these cars, so they don't care. Okay.
So they targeted Kias and Hyundais made between 2010 and 2021. So that's a pretty broad stretch.
Yeah.
That's because they had traditional metal keys, not push to start. And the cars also didn't have immobilizers.
Okay.
So those are basic anti-theft devices that keep the engine from starting without the correct key.
Okay.
And apparently the car alarm wouldn't go off if you broke the back window.
They only have the alarm
good
with
the
front
know.
windows.
Yeah. What all that means is that it was possible to get into the car without the alarm going off, remove the steering column cover, use a USB cable or anything shaped like it to turn the ignition switch, and then start the car and drive away.
Oh, you didn't have to drop it down and pull the wires out?
No.
Wow.
No key, no hacking tools required. A group calling themselves the Kia Boys posted videos. Anytime you put boys in it, it's just, you just took the wind out of yourself. You know what I mean? Kia Boys.
Unless
that's
it's Ghetto
not
Boys.
scary.
That's the only one I can think of that's cool.
Yeah, I guess that is. But Proud Boys, no, you're not scary. They posted videos on TikTok and YouTube showing how to steal the cars, tutorials.
YouTube's keep it up?
Yeah, Kia Boys tutorials. Other people copied them. They turned it into this challenge. Some filmed themselves stealing the cars and joyriding, and then they posted the videos online.
Not only did they take the evidence, they made it publicly available.
Yes. We're talking about don't write down your plans for your car. These guys are watch it in 4K.
And are they wearing the shiesty mask? You can't really see who they are?
Probably.
Okay.
So there was this huge spike in the thefts. Like I said, Milwaukee, LA, St. Louis, Minneapolis, all of them. Some of these places, the car thefts increased by more than 100%.
Damn.
And like I said, big with the teens.
Yes.
A lot of the thieves were minors. Law enforcement and community leaders went into like overdrive trying to respond to this. My neighbor, a couple of doors up, had her Kia stolen 3 times.
What?
Yeah, 3 times. So the cops would recover it in like an industrial area of town. And she'd get the ignition repaired to how it was before, then it would get stolen again.
So they weren't really wrecking the car and joyriding
No,
it.
They're just scooting it around.
Running
Some
errands?
of them got trashed.
Okay.
But for the most part, they were just like pushing it to its
I gotta
limits.
go see my girl.
Yeah. So there was a fix that the dealership could do, but there were so many that the parts were on back order for ages.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So then she got a club, but then one night some ding-dong broke into the car and tried to break the club off with a rock.
What?
Yeah, he wasn't successful, but he did get away.
Yeah.
A cop came, told him to freeze, drew his weapon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and the guy hopped into another car and drove away around the cop.
What was the cop doing?
Standing there with his weapon on, like gun drawn.
Why did he pull the weapon if he ain't going to use it?
Well, I think that the guy realized that the cop he's flying solo. He didn't have a partner with him. The cop's not going to open fire at 2 a.m. with the possibility of hitting houses behind him.
You could fire in the air.
I don't know. I watched the whole thing from my front window.
Really?
And
that sounds ridiculous.
It was pretty... That's why I was telling you this part. It was a ridiculous crime. It was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
That is straight up insane.
Yeah, he just swerved around and the cop put his hands down and was just like,
oh, shucks.
the physical representation of dejection.
Seriously?
Like he just looked like...
He called my bluff.
And now he's got to go tell all his pals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Wow.
There were class action lawsuits filed against Hyundai and Kia. In 2023, the car makers offered free software updates to add anti-theft features like the immobilizer, a longer alarm sound. They also gave out steering wheel locks through police departments. So I guess you could go to the cops and be like, I need a club.
Okay.
And they eventually settled the lawsuits for around $200 million. Still going on, though. Earlier this year, in February of 2025, members of Texas's Laredo Police Department Auto Theft Task Force, they detained 4 boys ranging in age from 13 to 15.
Okay.
There was like this string of thefts. 2 Kias and 3 Hyundais were actually stolen, but there were 11 other cases where these fools tried to steal the cars and weren't successful. They didn't watch the video all the way through, I guess.
They're junior high kids.
Yeah.
I mean,
most of the cars that they hit were already unlocked, which, like, come on.
Okay.
I don't want to victim blame, but they had the steering columns broken, the ignition switch broken off. All 4 of these boys were involved in all 16 of the cases, both the 5 successful and the 11. So, I mean, they caught counts like criminal attempt.
Okay.
So that's a misdemeanor.
Okay,
but like engaging in organized criminal activity, that's a felony.
Yeah, I was going to say.
For, theft, the state felonies. So they get, all of these.
They throw a RICO at them?
Yeah, right?
It's criminal conspiracy.
The cases like this can be found all over the country, plus Australia and Canada.
Oh.
Even the cool places like that. The Canada ones are interesting because Canadian law requires immobilizers in all new vehicles sold in Canada since 2007. So that means that the ones that were targeted were imported from the U.S.
Oh. How would they know? I guess they just recognize something
know.
I don't know about.
Listen, let's pause for some ads.
Yeah.
Brace yourself for savings. When we come back, we're going to boost some more rides, but this time with software, not hardware.
Oh.
Zaron.
Elizabeth.
Zaron, I want to introduce you to 2 dudes.
All right.
2 hack attackers. 2 gray hat hackers who technically broke the law in an effort to work for the greater good. Yeah. So the first guy is Charles Alfred Miller, Charlie Miller.
He got a handle, a hacker handle?
No.
Okay.
Charlie. He's an American. He got a bachelor's in math, magna cum laude, from Northeast Missouri State,
Congrats
which is now
to him.
Truman State University. Got a PhD in math from Notre Dame.
Keep it going, son.
He's basically, that was in 2000 that he got his PhD. He was like early on the learn to code train.
Seems like it.
Yeah. So he started his professional career at the NSA. And he worked as a cryptographer / code breaker there for 5 years.
That's got to be fun and challenging, I guess.
Well, sometimes when I do my cryptogram puzzles, I wonder if the NSA is watching me through the camera on my iPhone. And then I wonder if they'll see how good I am at these puzzles. And then my phone will ring. And it'll be them asking me to join the NSA team to be a code hacker.
We put out the puzzles and we look for some of the best and fastest responses.
I'll be like, well, tell me about insurance and benefits. And is the position remote? And then they'll hang up on me because they're looking for true patriots who aren't focused on their own comfort.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder about this sometimes, Zaron.
I bet you do.
I do. So
do you do these, by the way, on your phone? They're not like...
No, I do them on paper.
Okay.
I can't have the government seeing how good I am at cryptograms.
Then they would insist.
Zaron,
they would draft you in automatically.
Zaron, I need my privacy. When he was at the NSA, Miller conducted offensive computer security research. Offensive, like on the offense, not like, oh, God, gross. Yeah. But his specific operations, confidential.
Of course. I think, isn't it all confidential?
For my eyes only. He left the NSA. And then he served as a lead analyst at Independent Security Evaluators.
Love those companies with names like that. You're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. And then he worked for Twitter for a while, contributing to the information security team.
Like for the NSA back room?
Who knows?
He's like, I am the liaison with my former agency.
But listen to this. He's a 4-time winner of the Pwn to Own security competition.
Oh, God.
It's PWN numeral 2 OWN.
Well,
you know what I had to do? You know what I had to do? I went on Google. I hacked in to the Google mainframe.
Sure.
And I typed in, how do you pronounce PWN? I was like, I want to say it right.
Totally. I appreciate your...
thorough.
Very thorough.
Pwn to Own. Okay. That's known as hacking Super Bowl.
Okay.
So for that, he hacked a MacBook Air in under 2 minutes in 2008. He was the first to remotely exploit an iPhone. And that's like break-in hacking style, not like exploit it, like publish pictures of it that shouldn't be published.
So, yeah.
Via malicious SMS message in 2007.
So he sent a text message to the phone and then that gave him the ability to... Okay.
Yeah. He was the first to hack an Android device on its launch day. And he exploited the vulnerabilities there via WebKit. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
Android,
pretend like I kind of know. I know that they use often things like, oh, we'll use your calendar or like this phone app that is like you don't think about. And then they can get in.
Right. That's basically what he does.
Okay.
So he has published the iOS Hacker's Handbook, the Mac Hacker's Handbook, Fuzzing for Software Security Testing and Quality Assurance. Like basically, Zaron, this guy's a real panty dropper.
He wrote the books on these things.
He literally wrote the books. Foreign Policy described him as, quote, one of the most technically proficient hackers on earth.
Wow.
So he's like king hacker.
Foreign Policy giving him the gold stars.
Woo, buddy. Okay, so then we have Chris Valasek.
Okay, so not like Vlasic, the pickle maker.
No, it's Valasek. That's another one. He was born in 1982 in Pennsylvania. He got a BS in computer science from University of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Coding.
So another early .com era guy.
Yeah, he built his reputation through research into Microsoft Windows heap exploitation.
Sure.
That's such a simple term, and I know you know what I'm talking about.
100%. I know what Windows is.
Heap. I got a window in my room. Heap exploitation. HEAP.
Yeah, right. What you said.
Zaron, think of a heap as a chunk of memory your computer uses to keep track of things a program creates while it's running.
Okay.
Like when a program goes like, hey, man, I need more memory to store this new thing.
Yeah, it's like, go check the heap.
The heap gives it space.
Okay.
The heap is not alive. The heap cannot hurt you. The heap absorbs. The heap enjoys a good cheesesteak. The heap vacations in Daytona Beach. All right, so heap exploitation is when a hacker takes advantage of mistakes in how memory is managed in a device.
Sure.
So they do that in order to corrupt data, crash program, take control of a computer. Do you understand what I just said?
Some of it. Like, I know what taking control of a computer means.
Yeah. Do I understand what I just said? Absolutely not.
I had a friend who used to go, you'd be on your computer and he would get on your computer from his computer, like at his house. And start moving the cursor around. Yeah. And I was like, I hate this. I hate all of this.
IT guys do that. And it's like, what do I have open right now?
Exactly. And he was like, oh, I got in through this exploit. And I'm like, I swear to God, I'm going to come over to your house and beat you up.
They're like, you're really good at spider solitaire. I'm
like, can you hack my fist? How about that?
So Valasek,
yes.
he became an expert in both the exploitation of heaps and the protection of heaps. And remember, the heap cannot hurt you.
No, I don't want it to hurt me.
It can hear your thoughts, and it knows your darkest intentions, but it cannot hurt you, Zaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to trust the heap.
So this guy, he had a 2009 Black Hat presentation titled Practical Windows XP 2003 Heap Exploitation.
Okay.
And then he did a paper in 2010 on Windows Low Fragmentation Heap.
Sure.
It's good stuff. I find myself going back to my well-worn copies and just like reading them over and over again for pleasure.
Low frag heap. I love that.
Each time I read them, I discover something new.
I bet you do. A little kernel you'd overlooked before.
Basically, Valasek is like a super hacker.
He sounds like it. He sounds scary as hell to me.
He chaired SummerCon, which is one of the U.S.'s longest-running hacker conferences, and he's been their chairman emeritus since 2003.
Do you think they have good music at the SummerCon?
Oh, you know it. Like hot jams, man. They hack into all the music mainframes and the motherboards, Zaron. When you look online for videos about him so you can get a sense of how to pronounce his name, you'll find yourself waist-deep in TED Talks.
Oh, he's a
like
TED
this
Talk guy.
is like 60% TED Talk. His body is 60%. And in all the videos, he doesn't introduce himself. I imagine because someone has already done it before the recording starts.
Right.
So I watched a lot of clips of him walking onto a stage to like polite applause, and one of those nude colored mics attached to his face is like lifts up a clicker to introduce the first slide of a PowerPoint.
And you're hoping he says his name?
And he doesn't.
Yep.
And let me tell you, I noped out of those so fast. I just can't. I love myself too much to do that to myself.
Yeah, don't pwn yourself like that.
I will give George Santos $60 to entertain listeners, but I won't subject myself to TED Talks, especially when they're about
not even 6 minutes,
especially when they're about computers. So Valasek, he's on video a lot.
Okay.
He's a recognized speaker at all these InfoSec conferences, Black Hat USA, DEF CON, Def Comedy Jam.
I was just about to ask.
Warped Tour. He's also widely cited in media coverage for like all these pioneering contributions that he has to automotive cybersecurity research.
Oh.
Here's a quote. Quote.
Please.
When I secure cars now, the first thing I look at is things that communicate with the outside world.
So instead, I just buy old cars so people can't do any of this stuff.
Exactly.
Like pretty soon, I'm just going to be riding around on a penny farthing, wearing wool clothing.
So like cars, you say? Chris and Charlie, they pioneered research together into vehicle cybersecurity. So they first demonstrated that they got physical access to both a Ford Escape and a Toyota Prius and were able to control their systems. So like once they got in physically, they could get in through the CAN bus, C-A-N bus, which is the controller area network bus.
Sure.
But not like a real bus, like wheels on the bus go round and round.
It's like the thing that like routes traffic through the computer.
Yeah, it's an internal communication network that lets all the systems talk to each other.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have any idea how long it took me to like condense it down into that sentence? Because I would start reading things and be like, I think I'm having a stroke.
The look on your face gives me a hint.
Yeah, CAN bus, which then I'm just like, now I sound crazy. CAN bus.
Cannabis. Sorry.
But by 2015, automakers, they're just like putting more and more stuff with internet connectivity and like what they call infotainment systems into the cars.
With the screens and whatnot.
Yeah, they want to improve the user convenience, but then it also just opens it up to attack.
Plenty of exploits, yeah.
So many weak spots for the hackers, all the hackins.
It's like if Smog was just Swiss cheese belly. It's just all these spots you could hit him. Instead of just one spot, now he's got tons.
All the pokies. Fiat Chrysler Automobiles was one of a bunch of manufacturers integrating Uconnect, which was a proprietary infotainment system into the cars. It had like navigation, a Wi-Fi hotspot, remote start, voice command capabilities. I think that's basically what I got down the
that's what it sounds
parking
like.
lot. Some models also had Sprint cellular connectivity that would allow remote access and updates.
So you can like play from your phone, whatever your playlists are. And you don't have to actually connect it with the aux cord or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super futuristic and great, but also making the car super vulnerable if
like
not properly secured.
Totally.
So Miller and Valasek, right? Yeah, go ahead.
I just had a quick question. Do they make essentially like a Faraday skin for a car? Have they gotten to that level?
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Like I just got a lead-lined car now.
You know, like when they do the ad wraps on a car,
exactly.
but it's just
a Faraday
like,
cage.
with a guy making a mean face, like, don't you dare.
Waving his finger.
No, buddy.
The Gruff the crime dog on the hood of your car.
So our guys, they made it their goal to find a remote attack vector that wouldn't require physical access to the vehicle like they needed before.
Sure.
So over the course of 2014 and 2015, they set their sights on Fiat Chrysler's Uconnect system, particularly the 2014 Jeep Cherokee. So they figured, like, okay, we can get into Uconnect through that Sprint cellular connection.
All right.
So they reverse engineered the firmware, discovered open ports on the vehicle's internet-facing IP address, and found a way to rewrite firmware on the infotainment chip.
Interesting.
Like, Zaron, I sound like I work for Geek Squad.
I know. You're over here. I'm like, can you fix my laptop?
Right. I'm like, totally. And just step on it. Dishes are done. Using Shodan, which is a search engine for internet-connected devices.
You say so.
Sure, whatever, buddy. They identified thousands of vehicles that could be exposed through their cellular modems, and they found this chain of exploits. They could get into all these crazy things, critical vehicle systems.
All right.
And they were eventually able to bridge the gap between the infotainment system and the CAN bus.
Boom, they got in. Now they can get anywhere.
They're like, I want in on that CAN.
Yeah.
So this means that once they were inside, they could send commands to, like, key vehicle functions.
Like the gas pedal?
Air conditioning and radio.
Sure.
They could put fake images on a dashboard. They can control the windshield wipers. They could disable the brakes.
Disable the brakes?
The steering, manipulate steering. And they set out to do a very dangerous and most likely illegal demonstration of this.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Zaron, close your eyes.
Eyes are closed.
I want you to picture it. It's July of 2015. You are sitting in a 2014 Jeep Cherokee driving down the highway in St. Louis. There you are, cruising along at 70 miles an hour. Then suddenly the air conditioner roars to life, blasting the car with Arctic air. You haven't touched a thing. Immediately after that, the radio comes on. What had been a silent ride is now one with booming hip-hop at top volume. The speakers in the back rumble. You turn the volume knob to silence the stereo system, but nothing happens. The song is still blaring. The knob, she means nothing. Suddenly, the windshield wipers come on. You didn't touch those either. Wiper fluid sprays the windshield while you speed down the highway. You can't get them to stop. Just then, an image appears on the car's digital display. It's a photo of two guys in matching tracksuits. You take a deep breath and try to stay calm. The radio cuts out. That's a relief. But then so does the accelerator. The transmission is dead. You pump on the gas pedal, but nothing. The Jeep quickly loses speed, moving slower and slower. You'd pull over onto the shoulder, but you can't because you just got to an overpass. There's no shoulder, and you're starting to go uphill. The cars behind you slam on their brakes and lean on the horns as they swerve around you. You look in the rearview mirror, and you see a semi-truck approaching. The radio comes alive again with more hip-hop. Please, 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 let me survive this, you think. You fumble for your phone and you make a call. You aren't calling the highway patrol or the cops or state troopers or even AAA. You are calling Charlie Miller and Chris Valasek. See, you are Andy Greenberg, award-winning journalist and writer for Wired magazine. And you've agreed to be their guinea pig as they set out to prove just how easy it is to do bad with cars in this current system. You beg them to stop, to give you back control of the car. You manage to roll the Jeep to an exit ramp, turn the car off, and then on again, basically rebooting it. And then you get to an empty lot where your experiment can continue.
Now, why did they get on the road? Why didn't they just go to like a Walmart parking lot to do this? He's on an overpass?
I don't know.
I got so nervous in that story. Oh my
so did
God.
he. And they told him before he got in the car, like, whatever happens, don't panic.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. So Greenberg, he gets the Jeep to safety, and they all continue their work.
Sure.
The guys were at Miller's house 10 miles away.
Oh,
So they don't have eyes on him.
Yeah.
From Greenberg's Wired article, quote, Miller and Valasek's full arsenal includes functions that at lower speeds fully kill the engine, abruptly engage the brakes or disable them altogether. The most disturbing maneuver came when they cut the Jeep's brakes, leaving me frantically pumping the pedal as the 2-ton SUV slid uncontrollably into a ditch. The researchers say they're working on perfecting their steering control. For now, they can only hijack the wheel when the Jeep is in reverse. Their hack enables surveillance, too. They can track a targeted Jeep's GPS coordinates, measure its speed, and even drop pins on a map to trace its route.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So, of course, the whole thing was done with Greenberg's consent.
Sure.
As a way to publicize the danger of Uconnect and get the industry to respond. Let's take a break. When we get back from this adventure, I'll tell you just how they responded. Zaron.
Elizabeth.
We're back. We're back in the 2014 Jeep.
I had to shake that one off.
I know. That was a nightmare. It was a total nightmare.
I thought it was bad when someone took over my computer, but being in the car they're taking over and then I got to trust them. Oh, yeah, don't worry. I'll turn it all back on.
It's very maximum overdrive, and I don't like it one bit.
There's not enough Emilio Estevez in that for me to feel safe.
Yeah, there needs a whole lot more. So after that Wired article, Fiat Chrysler, they took swift action. July 24th, 2015, they issued a voluntary safety recall for 1.4 million vehicles in the U.S. in order to fix those software vulnerabilities. And so that was models from 2013 to 2015 that had 8.4-inch touchscreens.
Okay.
So 2014, 2015 Jeep Cherokee, 2015 Dodge Challenger, which I don't want one of those self-possessed running down the road, 2015 Chrysler 200, and others Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram lines.
Okay.
Fiat Chrysler sent out a USB drive by mail to affected owners with the patch, like DIY, I guess.
Plug this in, it'll fix everything.
Go steal a Kia, drive that around instead. The owners, they could also go to a dealership for installation if they weren't hackers.
Okay.
Yeah. In addition, Sprint closed the open cellular ports that the hackers had used, which, why didn't you do that?
Originally, yeah. Did it cost a penny to do?
I don't know. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, they opened an investigation, and then they fined Fiat Chrysler $105 million.
Why did they fine them?
For just
generally being unsafe as a production vehicle?
Yeah, they're flying too close to the sun. They're you thought you were so special.
This is for arrogance.
And then, it wasn't just for the Jeep vulnerability, but there were a series of recalls that were kind of mishandled leading up to this. So you guys are bungling everything.
You're putting people at risk.
Pay us $105 million.
Okay.
But the Jeep incident was it
was to get their attention.
Yeah, yeah. So the hack that had lasting implications far beyond Fiat Chrysler. Senators Edward Markey of Massachusetts and Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut, they introduced the Security and Privacy in Your Car Act, the Spy Car Act.
Oh, look at them. Aren't they clever?
Right. The bill would require cybersecurity standards for vehicles, isolation of critical software systems, real-time hacking detection systems, and then transparency on how car companies collect and share driver data. It's a great bill.
Sure. Sounds like it.
Didn't pass.
Oh, my goodness.
Of course not. I'm thinking the sticking point was the transparency on how car companies collect and share driver data.
Oh, probably.
Because that's that's a commodity.
And they generally avoid that. That's our data.
Yeah, the customer data, spending and travel, and then also how you connect to insurance companies and stuff like that. They
didn't want trade secrets being revealed. It's we're selling everything to everybody.
Just this driver, they speed all the time, increase their rates. They wouldn't know otherwise. I don't know. That's my guess.
I was thinking that they were already doing that. They're telling the insurance company for a price.
I think they already do, but I'm just saying that's. I think that this is something that car companies would kill because it's going to cost them money beyond just changing the tech in
and it's
the
something valuable to them.
Yeah,
your data, that is.
But that's just me guessing.
Yeah, I'm over here speculating too.
The bill didn't pass, but it spurred all these discussions about automotive cybersecurity standards.
Sure.
In 2016, the Automotive Information Sharing and Analysis Center, they released their best practices for cybersecurity. And, most of the major manufacturers of automobiles, they picked that up. The Jeep hack made it super clear. Infotainment systems have to be segregated out from like the critical vehicle control stuff. You can't have it all just riding the bus together.
Exactly.
And so Miller and Valasek, they later got hired by Uber's Advanced Technology Center to work on their self-driving car security.
Okay.
And then they both worked as principal autonomous vehicle security architects at Cruise Automation, which was GM's self-driving car subsidiary.
Right.
The latest and more visible victim of hackings is, of course, Tesla.
Have they been broken open or jailbroken?
Yeah, well, I should note that Tesla has a bug bounty program. So if you can hack them and then show them how, they'll give you cars or money or something.
Like a ticket to the diner.
Like one of the Cybertrucks that can't sell. Like, here, have one.
Here, have 5.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I hacked you guys. They're like, no need to have proof. Take a Cybertruck. It's your problem now. But
no give back.
And some of that bacon from the diner. The whole thing, though, the Tesla is like one big computer. And the cars are all about like connectivity and such. And like, things like watching YouTube while you pretend to drive while autopilot's on and you're FaceTiming your buddy.
Sure.
Important things.
Yeah, exactly.
In 2016, researchers from Keen Security Lab, they found multiple vulnerabilities in the Tesla Model S that allowed remote control of the car from up to 12 miles away via the Wi-Fi or cellular connection. So that's like 1 year after this Jeep thing.
Yeah.
Someone's on like an Atari 64 driving your Tesla around. So they found vulnerabilities in the infotainment system.
Once again.
That darned CAN bus access through the browser.
Sure.
Autopilot braking functions. So they were able to like open the sunroof, move the seats, control side mirrors, turn on the turn signal, and then like slam on the brakes remotely while the car was in motion.
Oh, so still operating like the car itself, not just the features.
But then like, and the brake. P.S. The brakes. Tesla saw this and then pushed an over-the-air software update within 10 days of the disclosure.
Okay.
And then they also improved isolation between the systems, like infotainment and critical components separated.
Firewall that stuff.
Yes,
you see me over here using the tech talk?
I love that. That's firewall.
Yeah,
that's good.
Thank you.
I just learned that one myself. In 2020, fluoroacetate struck.
Is that a hacker?
It's a well-known security research team.
Like a collective
so they
of hackers?
share a call sign. Richard Zhu and Amat Kama.
Okay.
They were at Pwn to Own.
Once again.
Vancouver hacking. Remember?
Yeah, the Super Bowl of hacking.
Exactly. And that's where they exploited a vulnerability in the Tesla Model 3's infotainment system using a JavaScript JIT, just-in-time bug, or JIT, I don't know, whatever.
I believe you.
In the WebKit engine. We're back with WebKit. The exploit allowed them to gain control of the system when the driver visited a specially crafted web page. So, like, if you're browsing around, you have to put the web page into the giant screen inside the car.
All right.
And it gave them access to display messages. They could control infotainment features, like I'm going to put on a different channel, interact with subsystems connected via the CAN bus.
Yep.
But they couldn't directly control the driving features.
So they could just like make you watch Criminal Minds against your will.
100%.
Okay.
100%. And so that was like purely infotainment. They couldn't direct the actual car. But this was part of a challenge at the competition, not a rogue mission to embarrass Tesla.
Oh.
So Tesla awarded the hackers a Tesla Model 3 and $40,000 in prize money.
So it was like a sponsored hackathon.
A sponsored hackathon.
Okay.
And then they patched that vulnerability quickly.
As they should.
Via a software update.
So this is like their version of beta testing is like, here, we're going to put the car out, then you find the flaws and we'll fix those.
Exactly. Yeah. It's sort of like self-checkout.
Yeah,
suddenly
exactly.
I work for the supermarket.
Totally.
Yeah, suddenly you work for Tesla. So like, hold on. Do you have Bluetooth in your car?
Nope.
Yeah, see, I do.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding about I buy older cars.
One time, I let someone who's a co-host of a murder-free true crime podcast connect his Bluetooth in my car.
Yes.
And now,
do I know this fellow? He sounds charming.
I'm connected, if I'm near you and your phone, you connect to my car. So like you'll be in the parking lot at headquarters on a phone call.
Yeah.
I'm parked near you. I go to start my car and suddenly your call is in my Bluetooth
Now you're
system.
talking to my mother.
And I've got someone saying, hello. Or I'm suddenly listening to the Sirius XM Radio Classics episode that you've got playing on
the
your
Radio
phone.
Classic. Oh, yeah. Do you like Jack Benny? I hope you do. Do you want to listen to Suspense?
What I'm saying is that I think my car likes you better, which doesn't seem fair.
So your phone doesn't connect to the Bluetooth?
It gets kicked off by yours. Like you've basically hacked me. You're a hacker now.
Passive hack.
Yeah. Anyway, this dude, Leonard Wouters, is a security researcher at KU Leuven University in Belgium.
Okay.
June 2022, he exploited vulnerabilities in Tesla's Bluetooth low-energy keyless entry system. So we've gone through all these other ways in. Now we got Bluetooth. So he had like what's called a relay attack. He could unlock and start a Tesla, both Model 3 and Model Y, by relaying signals from the owner's phone or key card. And he could do this even if it was inside a nearby building, obviously not in a Faraday box.
Yeah.
So the BLE systems, they're intercepted using cheap off-the-shelf hardware like the Oakland car thieves use.
Okay.
And it's basically the same thing. You get there, you pick up the signal, you clone it. So he's unlocking doors, he's starting the car, driving away. Tesla, though, didn't consider it a flaw in its system because the BLE relay attacks are a known risk with passive entry systems. They're like, it's not just us.
There's no way to get around this.
They're doing it all through the Oakland Hills.
Okay.
So he was like, this hacker recommended that people turn off passive entry or use in a Tesla PIN to drive, like a personal identification number requiring a code to be able to drive.
Now I need like two-factor authentication to get into my car.
That is such a hassle.
Where's your iPad? You need to get into the car.
Nobody listened to this guy.
I hate that.
Everyone's like, whatever.
I will leave websites if I have to get onto my iPad. I'm like, Daily Beast, why are you making me go to my iPad?
Yeah, no, big nope.
How badly do I want to read this story?
Pwn to own.
Yeah.
They're back.
The Super Bowl of hacks.
They went after Tesla again in 2025. The Synactive team, that's Thomas Imbert, Vincent DeHoors, David Berard, they targeted Tesla's Vehicle Control System Electronic Controller, VCSEC.
Sure.
It's a critical module in the Tesla Model 3 that's responsible for security functions like immobilization, door locking, and then handling data from the tire pressure monitoring system.
So they turned the security specialist into the vulnerability.
Yes.
Interesting.
And they did that at Pwn to Own Automotive 2025 in Tokyo.
2025?
Yeah.
So this is recent.
This is recent. Wow. This was earlier this year. So just like in the other cases, they used Bluetooth. They got into the CAN bus.
Got that CAN bus. Everybody loved that bus.
Get on the bus. Maybe if they'd had some heap exploitation going on, we wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Kind of, not really.
If you can access the ratchet router with the VPN card and so on, case closed. So now there was also a time that Tesla itself, not the cars, got hacked. 2 former Tesla employees who were unnamed in public filings. They leaked over 100 gigabytes of internal data to a German media outlet. And that all came to light in August of 2023, but the breach had occurred earlier that year.
Did they use a car to hack Tesla?
They hacked Tesla with a Tesla.
Wow.
No, I don't know how they... But anyway, they got into the Tesla servers.
Sure.
They leaked autopilot system secrets.
Oh, good for them.
Customer secrets. Customer personally identifiable information.
Ooh, bad for them.
That's bad. Employee records. Ooh.
That's also not good.
And then some of the leaked documents allegedly detailed, quote, Tesla crash reports that had
I'm a little happier with that one.
Internal discussions on autopilot-related accidents.
Yeah, because you know that stuff's not going public otherwise.
No, the internal discussions about them. So they're like, whatever, that guy looked like a loser anyway. You know what I mean? I'm guessing. I don't know. So Tesla immediately took legal action. They forced the ex-employees to surrender devices and data, and they notified affected individuals of the breach. I mean, this isn't like a traditional software hack, but it exposed highly sensitive vehicle systems and customer data, major insider cybersecurity threat.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So like our cars are now rolling cybersecurity threats. Like we basically drive around in big computers.
Yours are.
Yeah.
I'm over here in a 78 Cadillac.
I know. You're so lucky. It's not just the physical actions of the car that's vulnerable. Like we have all this personal information. Look at me. I'm getting text messages.
Dude, seriously. You text with your car.
I think
that's wild
where,
to me.
Yeah, I think that's where the Democratic Party keeps getting my information to text me repeatedly anytime anything happens. So cars, they collect GPS location history, call logs, contacts. You can load your contacts from your phone into your car.
So your car can call people?
I guess. Voice recordings, they can log your behavior and give it to insurance companies.
Wow.
The biggest threat of this, I think, is having your information sold to marketers and corporations.
Sure, that too.
Ripe for criminal tinkering, of course, but it could go beyond street crime. Because think about it, like nation-state actors could target infrastructure like fleet vehicles.
Oh, yeah. Or also like the partner of somebody who works for the government, and then they can just be in the car talking on their phone, thinking they're safe, and all of a sudden now the car's listening to them.
Oh, yeah. Terrorists could hijack cars for sabotage.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that we need to go back to an agrarian society and all ride bikes.
I love that.
Make it stop. Everyone on a bike. I don't want to do this anymore, is what I'm trying to say. And with that, I'm going to go get into my car, listen to satellite radio, call my mom via Bluetooth on the stereo system unless you hijack it.
Yes.
And then I'm going to use my GPS to go do crimes in the woods. So I'm going to just take the edge off. Zaron,
yes.
What's your ridiculous takeaway?
Well, as I've complained about it often because I have to deal with them, both of my parents are Luddites, right? Neither one has an iPhone or any Android. They both have flip phones. They won't do email. My mother still has an AOL account. They're total Luddites. I mean, the fact that they have computers is like a major step. And unfortunately, I think they're right. So there you go.
The AOL account kills me.
Right, yeah. She pays like whatever,
That's what I'm saying, you pay.
$50 a month to do like 4 things or whatever. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is your ridiculous takeaway, Elizabeth?
My ridiculous takeaway is that computers bad, but I need them.
Yeah, we all do.
So Dave, can I please have a talk back?
Oh, yeah.
Talk back. Oh my God, did he just say that?
OMG.
Hi, Elizabeth, Zaron, and producer Dee. This is Allie from South Carolina. I have loved the show for years now, and I just listened to the wig jacking episode, and then about a day later happened to come across an image of the painting A Sunday on Le Grand Jatte, or however you pronounce it, who knows, who cares. And as I'm sure you know, in the bottom corner of that painting, there is a little monkey on a leash and a small dog staring out. And all I could think about from that little monkey and little dog is that they were scoping out the scene, looking for their next heist because they'd had to move on from their wig work. So maybe they were on hat stealing or just there to cause general ruckus. I don't know, but I support them either way. Anyways, love you guys. Love your show. Thanks so much for all you do. And see you again next crime.
I love that.
This is what the power of good art, right?
Yes.
It tells you this story.
And it evokes your imagination.
I love this. I love you're so perceptive, picking up all the little bits and bobs in the art.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
It's so cool. That's it for today. You can find us online at ridiculouscrime.com. This just in. The website won the Hollywood Foreign Press Hack Proof Award. They have declared our website hack proof.
Nice.
I know. Good job, team. We're also at Ridiculous Crime on both Blue Sky, Instagram. We're on YouTube at Ridiculous Crime Pod. You can email us at ridiculouscrime@gmail.com. Leave a talk back on the iHeart app. Reach out. Ridiculous Crime is hosted by Elizabeth Dutton and Zaron Burnett. Produced and edited by Hackmaster Dave Kustin. Starring Annalise Rutger as Judith. Research is by aftermarket penny farthing Bluetooth installer Marissa Brown. The theme song is by hacking duo The Bongo Boys, a.k.a. Thomas Lee and Travis Dutton. Post wardrobe is provided by Botany 500. Guest hair and makeup by Sparkle Shot and Mr. Andre. Executive producers are Exhausted Tesla Legal Team, Ben Bolin and Noel Brown.
Ridiculous crime.
Say it one more time.
Ridiculous crime.
Ridiculous Crime is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.